What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Baseballogy for another episode. Today we are going to be doing something slightly different. We are finally going to be doing the Baseball Jeopardy that I've been wanting to do for, I think at this point, nearly 2 months, at least. You know, it was something that I had always said I wanted to do, and I never really did it because I'm an idiot, so it's kind of on me. But today we are going to do some bit of Baseball Jeopardy. It's slightly different than how I originally planned it. We are going to do, we are going to go off of this website called JeopardyLabs.com, and pretty much, we're just, like, pretty much man, I've said pretty much 5 times. This website, JeopardyLabs.com, is a really good website. You can make your own Jeopardy template. It will do whatever kind of topic that you want to do. It's really awesome. It's really fun to use. I have a few that I've done personally, but this one, I'm going to do like 2 different templates that are kind of submitted by different people who I have absolutely no idea who made them. All I know is I can see the questions, I can see all that kind of stuff, I can see the answers. It's awesome, it's fun, so let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, so for the first category we have baseball tunes, which is baseball. I'm guessing it's baseball music, right? Da 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 ta da 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 da. I'm assuming that's what that is. Charge. I'm just gonna say it's maybe charge is the answer. I got it. Now we can continue. Go to a 200-point question. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. I think that's the answer, right? So, what is the crowd? Cool. So now we're at 300 points. Again, oh wait, not again, but excuse me for my bad singing. I'm not really good at it. We will rock you, I'm guessing. Yep. And that is correct. And we are up to 600 points. Going to the 400. The traditional instrument played at ball games. I'm gonna say trumpet, maybe? Oh, yeah, okay, the organ. Okay, I don't know why I didn't think of that one. But yeah, the organ, the piano, whatever you want to call it. So the audio daily double, the name of a field position, and name of the song heard here. I don't hear a song. So this is kind of a moot question, because I don't hear anything. So make sure my volume's up, I guess. Again, I don't hear anything. So this is a forfeit. What is center field? Yeah, that's kind of a forfeited question. So now we're going into baseball movies 100, and if it would actually work. Okay, in this film, a legendary ball-eating dog called the Beast menaces from behind a fence, and the kids inevitably must deal with him. What is The Sandlot? And that is correct. So I'm back up to 300, and baseball movies for 200. In Field of Dreams, this phrase motivates the main character played by Kevin Costner. I believe that one would be, if you build it, they will come. And it is exactly that. Going for 300. Walter Matthau stars as a drunk who becomes manager of a pathetic Little League baseball team in this 1976 movie. What is the Bad News Bears? And that is correct. I'm up to 800. Going into the 400-point question. The name carved in Robert Redford's homemade bat in the movie The Natural. The Babe? Maybe? Babe? You know? As in like Babe Ruth? No, okay. It's Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy. I've never actually seen that movie. That would explain that. I've never actually seen that movie. So down to 400 points for me on that one. Madonna, Rosie O'Donnell, Gina Davis, and Tom Hanks star in this film about the first female baseball league. What is a league of their own? And what is the league of their own? That's the answer. Okay, so now we're going into the third category here, and it is ballparks. For 100, Fenway Park has been home of the Red Sox since 1912 in this Massachusetts city. What is Boston? And what is Boston? I think Boston's a city. Wrigley Field has been home to the Chicago Cubs since 1916 in this state. I live in this state, so I'm gonna guess California. I'm not obviously joking. It's Illinois, but I also made a joke earlier when I said this question. Wrigley Field. That's just the way they spelled it for some reason, even though it's Wrigley Field. So the answer is Illinois. That's a big, easy one, especially since I live in Chicago. Angel Stadium of Anaheim has been the home of the Angels since 1966 in this California city, what is Los Angeles. Or Anaheim, Los Angeles, same thing. I'm up to 1,500. And let's go into the 400 point question. Not Verizon, Frontier, or Time Warner. This telephone has lent its name to the ballpark in San Francisco, California, home of the Giants since 2000. What is AT&T Park? Come on. And I'm up to 1,900. That's not bad. Now, for the 500-point question. Sun Life Stadium has been home of the Marlins since 1993 in this southern city and state. So I believe even when it was the Florida Marlins, I believe they were still in Miami. So I'm just going to take a wild guess and say it was still in Miami. And it was. So that's 500. I'm up to 2,400. So the 100-point question for the category of baseball food. Buy me some peanuts and these. What is Cracker Jacks? 100 points from me. I am up to 2,500. 200 points. Be sure to get this sandwich at a Phillies game. What is a Philly cheesesteak? Yep. And going on to 300. A hot dog dipped in batter. That's just, I think, corn dog. Yep. 3,000. For the 400-point question. The featured beverage sold at the Milwaukee Brewers Miller Park. I'm just gonna say that's gonna be Miller beer, like Miller beer, something like that. Yeah, they had both the words Miller and beer, so I was double correct. I should get double points. I am at 3,800, I think. Unless I already... Wait. Okay, I think I'm at 34. I'm at 3,400, okay? So the number of hot dogs downed each season at Major League Baseball parks: 30,000, 3 million, 13 million, or 30 million. I'm gonna guess maybe 13 million. It's a weird question, and it's very... Ooh, it's 30 million. Alright, so now we're going into the final category of this Jeopardy. Baseball mascots for 100. Mariner Moose is the mascot for this Seattle team. I'm just going to guess the Seattle Mariners, since it's the Mariner Moose. Right? Kind of too easy on that one. And then again, it's also a 100-point question. 200. Sadly, this Bronx team does not have a mascot, and it is the New York Yankees. Do not have a mascot. I'm up to 3,600. Pirate Parrot and Captain Jolly Roger are the mascots for this Pennsylvania team. Who are the Pittsburgh Pirates? What are the Pittsburgh Pirates? Blah, 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 right? 3,900. Going on to the 400. Toronto's mascot, Ace, is this kind of blue bird. A blue jay. Right? Up to 4,300. And for the 500 buck question, sharing his name with the Simpsons' father, this Atlanta Braves mascot was given his name because it sounds like the last words of the national anthem. What is Homer? Honestly, I didn't even need to have the analogy to the Simpsons' father. I actually just know this because I have a channel called Baseballogy, guys. So that's 500. And now I finished at 4,800 minus the additional 400 that I added on by accident. So I have 4,400 at the end of the first round. And we are back from our commercial break where I had to pretty much just go get my my package that the U.S. Mail Department people finally delivered after waiting a couple days. So, with that, let's get started with our second round of Baseball Jeopardy. Here we go. So, the first category is called Baseball Rules. And we are going to start with the 100-point question. Wow, the 100-point question. How many outs are in an inning? I'm just going to assume 3 is what they mean. 6 if you count the full inning, right? If you count a half inning, it's 3. If you count the full inning, it's 6. So pretty much they said 3 because I knew this was going to be a weird confusion in the answer, even though it's obviously 6 because you have 3 outs in each half inning, and so you pretty much have 6 outs in a full inning of baseball, right? So 100 points for me because I actually knew that. How many strikes before you strike out? 3. Easy. For 300, how many innings are there in a game? 9. And let's go, and it is 9. 400, how many balls before you walk? 4. Up to 1,000. And then 500, can you run into the catcher to knock the ball out of his hands? I'm just going to say yes. I think you can. You're not really supposed to, but you can. Again, that's one of those answers that it's kind of confusing with the whole way the question is phrased. Alright, so next, stadiums for 100. What is the oldest stadium in the MLB? I believe it is Fenway. It is Fenway. For 200, what is the stadium that was called the house that Ruth built? New York Yankee Stadium. Yankee Stadium. 1800. For 300, what stadium has a pool in right field? And that would be the Diamondbacks Stadium, Chase Field, I believe it's called. It is. I have 2100. Which stadium has a right field fence that is 21 feet high in honor of Roberto Clemente? I'm gonna say PNC Park, right? And it is, and 400 extra points for me. What stadium has a 20-foot hill in center field? This might be in. Do they still play there? I'm not sure if they still play there. I'm gonna say Minute Maid Park or the Astros Stadium. It is. So I'm up to 3,000. And now going for teams for 100. What two teams play in Pennsylvania? We have the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Philadelphia Phillies. And that is correct, up to 3,100. 200-point question. What two teams play in New York? The New York Mets and the New York Yankees. 3,300. Who has won the most World Series? This guy must be a really freaking big Yankees fan because there's been like 4 questions about the Yankees. So this is the Yankees. 3,600 up to 400. Which team has the curse of the Bambino? The Boston Red Sox, because they traded him away like a bunch of idiots. 500. Which team holds the curse of the Billy Goat? That would be the Chicago Cubs. And 4,500. Going on to our 4th category of the day, or not of the day, but this round. Famous players for 100. Who was the Babe, the Bambino, or Sultan of SWAT? Like I said, this guy has to be a Yankees fan, or the only thing he knows about baseball is Babe Ruth. So, Babe Ruth. 200. Who was the Iron Horse and died of ALS? Again with the Yankees question too. Like, you really could have just said, "Hey, I'm gonna do like an all Yankees Jeopardy thing," and that's what it's gonna be. This is Lou Gehrig. Up to 4,800 for me. 300 point now. Whose nickname was Shoeless Joe? Shoeless Joe Jackson. And I'm up to 5,100. Going up to the 400-point question. Who was nicknamed The Kid? Ken Griffey Jr. And that is another 400 points. I'm up to 5,500. Now the 500-point question. Which player is nicknamed Mr. November? And this would be Reggie Jackson, because he... Wait, is it? Oh. He's Mr. October. He's Mr. October. Derek Jeter is Mr. November. Whoever thought. Fine. Whatever. That's like the first one I've gotten wrong. So... now we're going into the final category here, and it is baseball movies for 100. What movie is famous for "If you build it, he will come"? And that is Field of Dreams. 5,100. Going for the 200-point question. What movie portrays the girls' baseball league? And that would be a league of their own. 53. And then going into the 300-point question. What movie is about the Black Sox scandal? This one I actually know. It's not really a famous movie, I think. I believe it's called 8 Men Out. And it is, and that's 5,600. Going for the 100-point question. What movie is about 3,000 hits? Could have been a little bit more specific with the questioning, but I know what you're talking about. It's Mr. 3000. And now I'm up to 6. What movie has the New York Knights, Roy Hobbs, and Wonder Boy? And that would be The Natural. Yep, and 6,500 will be my final score for this game of Jeopardy. And I will cut my stream from my phone. With that, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Make sure to like all my videos. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. You know, do that kind of stuff. That stuff really helps me out a lot. Because I'm still kind of a small, like, I only have 30, 40-ish subs. So, help me out any way you can. You know, stay tuned for more videos. If you like videos like this, where I get to show off my baseball knowledge, you kind of get to play along with, you know, the game. Feel free to let me know that you liked this video. With that, thank you for tuning in to Baseballogy, and I will see you next time.